Special thanks, get it, 'cause I'm gothic, to my GF, ooh, not in that way, Raven, Bloody Tear 666 for helping me with the story and the spelling, you rock. Justin, the love of my depressing life, you rock too, MCR rocks. Hey, my name is Ebony Darkness Dementia Raven Way, and I have long ebony black hair, that's how I got my name, with purple streaks and red tips that reaches my mid-back and icy blue eyes like limpid tears, and a lot of people tell me I look like Amy Lee. And if you don't know who she is, then get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Gerard Way, but I wish I was, because he's a major fucking hattie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin. I'm also a witch. And I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And I wear mostly black. I love Hat Tapic, and I buy all my clothes from there. For example, today I was wearing a black corset with matching lace around it, and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat boots. I was wearing black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner, and red eyeshadow. I was walking outside Hogwarts. It was raining and snowing, so there was no sun, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle finger at them.
Hey, Ebony.
Shouted a voice. I looked up. It was Draco Malfoy. What's up, Draco? I asked.
Nothing.
He said shyly. But then I heard my friends call me and I had to go away. Is it good? Please tell me things. Chapter 2. Thanks to Bloody Tear 666 for helping me with the chapter. BTW, Preps, stop flaming my story, okay? The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black ebony, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the end. I got out of my coffin and took off my giant MCR t-shirt, which I used for pajamas. Instead, I put on a black leather dress, a pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings and my pierced ears, and put my hair in kind of a messy bun. My friend Willow, Raven, this is you! Woke up and then grinned at me. She flipped her long, waist-length raven black hair with pink streaks and opened her 4 screen eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson t-shirt with the black mini fishnets and pointy high-heel boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, black eyeliner.
Oh my fucking god, I saw you talking to Draco Malfoy yesterday.
She said excitedly. Yes, so? I said, blushing.
Do you like Draco?
She asked, and we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't! I shouted.
Yeah, right.
She exclaimed. Just then, Draco walked up to me.
Hi.
He said. Hi, I replied flirtily.
Guess what?
He said. What? I asked.
Well, Good Charlotte are having a concert in Hogsmeade.
He told me. Oh my fucking god, I screamed. I love GC. They are my favorite band besides MCR.
Well, you want to go with me?
He asked. I gasped. Chapter 3. Stop flamming my story, Preps, okay? Otherwise, thanks to the Gothic people for the good reviews. Thanks, Agent Raven. Oh yeah, BTW, I don't own this or the lyrics for Good Trailot. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were ripped red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put on my matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I read a depressing book while I waited for it to stop bleeding and listened to some GC. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some human blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a Simple Plan t-shirt. They would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner. A lot of cool boys were it, okay? Hey,
Draco, I said in a depressed voice.
Hi, Ebony.
He said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666, and flew to the place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to Good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we hopped out of the car. We went to the mosh pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to Good Charlotte.
You're coming cold, you're covered in blood, they're all so happy you arrived. Got to cut your hand, you to your mouth, set you free and do the day.
Dang, Joel. I don't own the lyrics to that song. Joel is so fucking hot, I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly, Draco looked sad. What's wrong? I asked as we moshed to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's okay. I don't like him better than you, I said.
Really?
Asked Draco sensitively as he put his arm around me all protective. Really, I said. Besides, I don't even know Joel, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went really well, and I had a great time. So did Draco. After the concert, we drank some beer and asked Benji and Joel for their autographs and photos with them. We got GC concert tees. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back to Hogwarts. Instead, he drove the car into... the Forbidden Forest!
Chapter 4. I said stop flaming, okay? Ebony's name is Egogy, not Marisou. Okay? Draco is so in love with her, that's why he's acting different. They knew each other before, okay?
Draco! I shouted. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell? I asked angrily.
Ebony?
He asked. What? I snapped. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depressing sorrow and evilness, and then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then, suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately. Draco climbed up on top of me and we started to make out keenly against the tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my bra. Then he put his thingy into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh! 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 I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere. My pale body became all warm. And then...
What the hell are you doing, motherfuckers?
it was... Dumbledore!
Chapter 5. Stop flamming. If you flam, it means you're a prep or a pusser. The only reason Dumbledore swore is cause he had a head itch, okay? And on top of that, he was mad at them for having sex. P.S. I'm not updating until I get 5 God revoiws.
Dumbledore made what? Okay. Dumbledore made and Draco and I follow him. He kept shouting at us angrily.
You ludicrous fools!
He shouted. I started to cry, tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall, who were both looking very angry.
They were having sex in the Forbidden Forest!
He yelled in a furious voice.
Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces?
Asked Professor McGonagall.
How dare you?
Demanded Professor Snape, and then Draco shrieked.
'Cause I love her.
Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said,
Fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms.
Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us.
Are you okay, Ebony?
Draco asked me gently. Yeah, I guess. I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and hair and changed into a low-cut black floor-length dress with lead lace around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom, and he started to sing "I Just Wanna Live" by Good Charlotte. You wanna give us a little sample of that?
I just wanna live, I just wanna live, I just wanna live.
I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. We hugged and kissed. After that, we said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back to his room.
Chapter 6. Sit it up, preps, okay? P.S. I will not update up till you give me good results.
The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end, and a matching top with red skulls all over it, and high-heeled boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings and 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the Great Hall, I ate some Count Chocula cereal with blood instead of milk, and a glass of red blood. Suddenly, someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled all over my top. Bastard! I shouted angrily. I regretted saying it when I looked up and I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much eyeliner that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's. And there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joe made him. He was so sexy that my body went all hot when I saw him. Kind of like an erection, only I'm a girl, so I don't get one, you sicko. Wait. I'm so sorry! He said in his shy voice. That's alright. What's your name? I questioned. My name's Harry Potter, though most people call me Vampire these days. He grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood. He giggled. Well, I'm a vampire, I confessed. Really? He whimpered. Yeah! I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and he told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him.
Chapter 7. Bring me to life. Well, okay, you guys, I'm only writing this because I got 5 God reviews. In BTW, I won't write the next chapter till I get 10 God vons. Stop flaming or I'll report you. Ebony isn't a Mary Sue, okay? She isn't perfect, she's a satanist. And she has problems, she's depressed for God's sake.
Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing a red satinist earrings with red Satanist things on my nails in red nail polish. See, does that sound like a Marasu to you? I waved to Vampire. Dark misery was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excitedly with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. He took off my black leather bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and we started making out naked, and then he put his boy stinky into mine, and we had sex!
See, is that stupid?
Oh, Draco! Oh, Draco! I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with an arrow through it. On it, in bloody Gothic writing, were the words...
All these words, yeah.
Vampire! I was so angry. You bastard! I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed.
No, you don't understand.
Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot! I shouted. You probably have AIDS anyway. I put on my clothes all huffy and then stopped out. Draco ran out even though he was naked. He had a really big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so until I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. "Vampire Potter, you motherfucker!" I yelled.
Chapter 8. Stop flossing.
Is this a misspelling of flossing? This is bad advice.
Stop flashing, okay? If you do, then you are a prep.
Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked, and he started begging me to take him back.
Ebony, it's not what you think.
Draco screamed sadly. My friend Bloody Mary smiled at me understatedly. She flipped her long, waist-length gothic black hair and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. That sentence. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch. But Voldemort killed her mother and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and is very haunted and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she converted to Satanism, she's in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor.
What is it that you desire, you ridiculous dimwit?
Snape demanded angrily in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco! I shouted at him. I don't know. I don't believe this is happening.
Yeah, alright. I don't know why Ebony was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire, I'm bi and so is Ebony, for a while, but then he broke my heart. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had gone through horrible problems, and now he was gothic. Haha, like I'd hang out with a prep.
But I'm not going out with Draco anymore.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong voice. We'll cut that out. Willow. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore. It's back to, okay. Okay. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. Yeah, fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the Forbidden Forest where I lost my virility to Draco, and I started to bust into tears.
Chapter 9. Stop flamming, okay? I didn't read all the books. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the reason Snap doesn't like Harry now is cause he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks.
I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then, all of a suddenly, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying toward me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony! He yelled. Thou must kill Vampire Potter! I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco said I didn't understand. I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort! I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please! I begged. Thou must! He yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face. I have telekinesis! He answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then now what will happen to Draco? He shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad I did not know what to do. Suddenly, Draco came into the woods. Draco! I said. Hi.
Hi.
He said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram.
Get it?
Between Joel Madden and Gerard Way. Are you okay? I asked.
No.
He answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled.
That's okay.
He said, all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together making out.
Chapter 10. Stop it, you gay fags. If you don't like my story, then fuck off. P.S. It turns out Bloody Mary isn't a muggle effort owl. And she was a vampire. Our evil dads, they moved houses, okay?
I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset went to rehearsals with my gothic metal band, Bloody Gothic Rose 666. I'm the lead singer and I play guitar. People say that we sound like a cross between GC, Slipknot, and MCR. The other people in the band are Bloody Mary, Vampire, Draco, Ron, only we call him Diablo now, he has black hair with blue streaks in it, and Hairgrid. Only today, Draco and Vampire were depressed, so they weren't coming and wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrists. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way that you can kill them is with a C-R-O-S-S. There's no way I'm writing that, or a stake. And Vampire was probably watching a depressing movie like The Corpse Bride. I put on a black leather shirt that showed off my boobs and a tiny matching miniskirt that said Simple Plan on the butt. You might think I'm a slut, but I'm really not. We were singing a cover of Helena, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears.
Ebony, are you okay?
Bloody Mary asked in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I asked angrily. And then I said, well, Voldemort came. And the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry. But I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears.
Classic ultimatum.
There's absolutely nothing on the line here.
No.
Suddenly, Draco jumped out from behind a wall.
Why didn't you fucking tell me?
He shouted.
How could you? You fucking poser muggle bitch.
Say, is that out of character?
I started to cry and cry. Draco started to cry too, all sensitive.
Then
Then he ran out crying. We practiced for 1 more hour. Then suddenly, Dumbledore walked in all angry. His eyes were all fiery, and this time I knew it wasn't because he had a headache.
What have you done?
He started to cry wisely.
See, that's basically nut swearing, and this time he was really upset, and you will see why.
Oh, Ebony. Draco's been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists.